To the Anarcho-Digest, respectable to the committee of Assalamualaikum Warahmatullahi Wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you watch this video, may God bless you all. I would like to start this speech with a casting sentence. Why should women go to a higher education, even in the end they will become a housewife? I'm not going to talk about the equal right between men and women to receive education. No, but what I'm going to talk about is the uncertainty of this nation and understanding what the real purpose of education is. So, let me discuss what the purpose of our education contained in Article 3 of Law number 20, 2003. That I'm interested in emphasizing on one thing, that is character building. Why is it important? Because to synergize you, first thing first, we need to know the characters. So far, education in our country is considered a way or place of workforce training, so that when we graduate and get a degree, we can easily get a job in better company. Then we get a big salary, and of course we'll be a rich man. In the end, we become successful based on social standards. And that is a big mistake that in thinking that's happening in our society. Why do we discriminate between men and women in terms of education? That is because our understanding about education is only to get a job. Then, if I underline character building as the goal of our national education, then has our education system been able to answer the question? So I regret to say we as a student seem to be experimental material for the government confusing to determining national education system. How can we synergize youth if we are brought up with an education system that always change in every single presidential period? Why does it happen? And that's problem is increased with the misrepresentation of the public's perspective on education. Our country, that our education is like a place to produce smart people. Then the question is, is this country getting better with a lot of smart people inside? The answer is not really if young people or students continue to be raised into the race of only on intellectual intelligence. It's no wonder if a lot of smart people, they are smart, but they in case of browse, falling into drug circle, or the worst, we will tell you the worst, and joining yoke with free sex as a common thing. Then, when the smart people are given a seat, they only will betray the society. If our national education system continues to focus on producing smart people, what we will get are leaders whom are only smart in reality, without any desire to advance and develop this nation. That's insane. This country is supposed to make a major revolution in education system. That character building, it's not just only discourse or a line of words to read. This country needs people with character, because inside character are stored spirituality, mentality, and of course morality. And these all are important assets to advance this nation. Let us try to draw a country from what I've told you before. First, the way society views education ends in the orientation of making money. Second, our education system indirectly produces smart people who now fill a lot of seats, but end up with the case of corruption. Again, we say that because of money orientation. In fact, this country educates its people to live business oriented on money. What is the proof? I'm sure that you ever heard our leaders say, if we want to be advanced, we must have a capital, and that capital can be get by going to debt. So that is the natural thing. Look at the developed country; their debt is also big. So there's a big country that doesn't have big debt. Look, my bro says, good people, how poor this country without characters. So what I want to say now, what is starting to lose from the young people today? That is characters. Before I end this speech, I want to tell you a little bit about how I admire the way of thinking in Chinese high school student. When he was giving his speech, he said something like this. We are facing the current of globalization, where all information can be accessed easily from various parts of the world. Absorption of foreign culture into our country. And of course, we even started to like foreign food. And we started to enjoying wearing Nike products, eating at McDonald's, Pizza Hut, and also KFC. Why don't we think of competing westernization by doing dim sum initiation? For example, China is rich in culture and also traditional food. Let's make the word familiar with our spatial food and our culture as we accept the Western decision. Wow. I was amazed with every sentence that came out from his mouth. Why? Because he was already thinking how to rule the world. Why can this happen? Because that young man has a character that causes him to love the nation, character that makes him able to invite people of his age, develop this nation. And we don't have to say that our youth today are start to losing their characters. Till the end of the time, we will find this nation difficult to synergize the youth if that character is not implanted in ourselves. And character building should be obtained from school. Young man, you know, our first president told us, give me 10 young men, then I will shake the world. However, if that character started to disappear from youth, don't you say 10 young men, even 1,000 men gathered, they will only become foam in the ocean. And synergizing youth, it's all about building youth character. That's all what we can do to bright Indonesia. That's all what we can do to reach Indonesia Gemilang. That's all I can say. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.